Hello, I wanted to make a quick video. First, let me just give you some context about who I am and where I come from when I make this video. So in addition to being an artist, in addition to being an entrepreneur and owning my own company, I am a licensed and ordained minister. I have a master's of divinity. So that's where I'm coming from right now, right? So I'm coming from that space right now, but I need to say something. So the dance of change always comes with opposition, period, point blank. For something to change, something has to die, something old has to be put to rest, right? And most people resist change. That is human nature, because the way I have lived my life has been comfortable, and now you want me to give up some of my comforts. So change comes with resistance, okay? So I only say that because right now, we have been working hard, right? And so I'm gonna tell you a little story, and whatever your faith is, the Bible has a lot of great stories that you can learn a lot about how to navigate in situations like this, right? So there's a story in the Bible about Nehemiah. You should take the time to read it if you're interested. But anyway, in this story, Nehemiah is heartbroken because his country is in ruins and it has been utterly destroyed, and the things that he had once treasured and his people had once treasured have become just trash, right? And so he goes and his heart is broken over the state of his country, and he gets a revelation, an assignment to rebuild what was broken. And so in this story, it's a great story because you see a man who is given direction, he is given opportunity, and he's excited because he has opportunity. And what happens is then he failed to realize that opposition would come, and opposition does come. And the moral of the story is that when he's up in the middle of the he has to rebuild this wall. He's rebuilding a wall. And while he's rebuilding, some opposition comes and tells him to come down from the wall. And distractions come to tell him to come down from the wall. And so he has people who are opposed to him, trying to distract him, to get him to come off the wall. He has the people who are supposed to be helping him, telling him to come off the wall. And the point of the story, and one of the lessons that I want to tell you today, is don't come off the wall, right? We must stay and fight. We must keep our shovel in one hand and work, and we must keep our sword, in this case prayer, in the other hand. You will come against opposition. You may come against personal opposition. You may come against opposition in your relationships. You may come against opposition in your business. But do not for 1 minute come off that wall. What you need to do is you need to stand. You need to take a deep breath and keep pushing in, lean in, right? Again, the dance of change is not an easy one. It comes with opposition, but we must stand and fight. We must continue to build the wall. And so I just wanted to encourage everyone as we get ready for this week, right? We have been working so hard for this week, and then we are being confronted and opposed on all sides, right? And this, I tell you, is the dance of change. This is what happens. People will insert themselves into conversations that were never invited into the conversation just so that they can become relevant. But in the end, we all know that love wins. And so if we all know that, we need to focus on that. Focus on the love. Focus on the victory that is coming, and keep fighting. Stand on the wall, keep building, keep believing, keep praying, and victory will be ours. And so I just wanted to encourage you. I know a lot of people are distracted right now because there's some things going on, and we will address some of those if necessary. But again, we should have known it was coming and anticipated it and prepared ourselves to work through it and past it. So I just wanted to, again, just come here quickly, address it. That opposition is coming, that we are stronger than the opposition. We are mindful of those individuals who are coming to just to distract. I mean, like literally, it is a good thing. We are trying to create an inclusive environment where everyone is seen and heard and valued. How can that ever be wrong? And yes, our approaches may be not the approach that other people would use, but we're doing something, right? And I know the elephant in the room is right now Ranger and Tim are receiving huge opposition right now. And I just want you to know, I have been in conversations with Tim, personal conversations prior to this, right? So that, I think that's important, the context. The conversations and the support and the effort that I've had with Tim came way before this this whatever you call it, right? And so I am trusting and believing in the actions of those. So I'll tell you another story. My mom used to always say, you know, you can tell a lot by how a person treats you when you can't impact them, right? Like how a person treats a janitor tells you a lot about a person. And the reason I say that is because when I had no, and I have no power to harm or benefit Tim, he was in the back cheering me on. Like literally, that's what you guys don't know and don't see. When I was doing Unmuted, literally Tim was my biggest cheerleader. He was checking my work to make sure that the names and the links worked. He was telling me, I mean, and that was priceless for me, because I was moving at such a pace to have someone volunteer to step in that role and say, hey, I'll be backup right now. I got you back. I'm supporting you. And so for me, I could care less what this young lady has to say. I mean, you know, we all know how people who are irrelevant like to become relevant and put themselves in the middle of conversations. So what we need to do is we just need to Charlie Mike. In the military, that means continue mission, right? Charlie Mike means continue mission. We need to continue mission. The mission is, on Thursday and Friday, we are passing the paintbrush, and we are going to amplify Black artists. And so we are going to enjoy that and embrace it and step full in it. And I just wanted to encourage everyone and encourage you, don't get distracted. Don't get distracted. Stay on in the tree. Continue to build the wall. All right, talk to you guys later. Bye-bye.